Good morning, dear students. Welcome to the video number 7 of plane geometry. And in the last video, we discussed about the few properties of triangles, isn't it? So let us continue with the same properties. So coming to another example problem, the internal angular bisectors of angle B and angle C of a triangle ABC meets at a point O, then prove that angle BOC is equals to 90 plus half of angle A. 90 degrees plus half of angle A. So look at the statement first of all. How to read the question properly and understand the things what are provided to us. Talking about internal angular bisectors of angle B and angle C, isn't it? So first of all, let it be the triangle ABC. So given that internal angular bisectors of angle B, so let it be one of the angular bisector, and this is the angular bisector, internal angular bisector drawn at C. Both meet at a point O. Then prove that angle BOC is equals to 90 degrees plus half. So first of all, let us assume that angle A is equals to X, angle B is equals to say some Y, and angle C is equals to Z. Entire this entire angle is X, and this entire angle is Y, and this entire angle C is some Z. Then we know that sum of the interior angles, that is basically angle A plus angle B plus angle C, which is equals to 180 degrees. But here angle A we consider as X, no? So X plus Y plus Z, I can say that 180 degrees, isn't it? And from this, Y plus Z can be written as 180 minus X, and also if you divide with 2, then this is, I can say that 90 minus X by 2, and let it be considered equation number 1. Okay. Now from triangle BOC, see from this triangle BOC, see actually what happened, this entire angle is Y, and because of this is internal angular bisector, then this is Y by 2 and this is Y by 2, whereas similarly Z by 2 and this angle is also equals to Z by 2. So anyhow, this is also a triangle, hence I can say that again sum of the interior angles, angle B plus angle O plus angle C is equals to 180 degrees. So now here in angle B, in this triangle, no, smaller triangle, angle B means Y by 2. And angle O can also write it as angle BOC, we can write it. because we need to prove, no? And angle C is Z by 2, which is equals to 180. So from this, angle BOC is equals to 180 minus of actually y by 2 and plus z by 2, and if you take LCM, y plus z by 2. But just now we got it that y plus z by 2 is equals to minus of 90 minus x by 2. So 180 minus 90, which is 90, and minus of minus plus x by 2. So hence angle BOC is equals to 90 degrees plus this x by 2, I can write it as half of angle A, no? Because the angle A is x, then x by 2 is nothing but half of angle A. I think this is the condition what we need to prove. Okay. In the same manner, next one. See, earlier with internal angular bisector, no? Now, the external angular bisectors of angle B and angle C of a triangle ABC meets at O. Okay. Then prove that angle BOC is equals to earlier 90 plus, now 90 minus half of angle A. So this time we are related with the external angular bisectors. Okay. So look at this diagram now. So suppose this is a triangle ABC. Okay. Now we want external bisector of B as well as external angular bisector of C. This is. They both meet at a point, say some O. Okay, ma'am. Fine. Now as usual, like earlier concept, let the angle A, you can assume it as some x, angle B as y, and angle C as z. Okay, fine. So this concept is as usual, and once again you can add it more, sum of the angles, and once we get that y plus z by 2 is equals to 90 minus x by 2. Till here clear. Now look at here. See, this entire angle is a straight angle, isn't it? This part plus this part, 3 parts, no? Part 1, part 2, part 3. Sum of these 3 parts is clearly a straight angle 180. So that's already this part is 180, means this 2 parts is nothing but 180 minus y. But now it's a angular bisector. So this should be divided into 2 parts now. 180 minus, 2 parts. Then this is 90 minus y by 2. Hence this angle is 90 minus y by 2. Even this angle is also 90 minus y by 2. In the same manner, this angle is equals to 90 minus z by 2. And even this is 90 minus z by 2. Clear? Okay. So once again, same from triangle BOC. See what we get, ma? Angle B plus angle O plus angle C is equals to again 180. Now angle B means here I can take 90 minus y by 2. And even angle C is also I can take it as 90 minus z by 2. Isn't it? So 90 plus 90, 180, and 180 gets cancelled. And the minus of y by 2 minus of z by 2, if you send that side, we'll get like this. Right children, do you understand? Now 90 plus 90, 180 and 180 cancel. Angle BOC is equals to, if these two is can send that side, they become plus, also y plus z by 2. So just now we proved that y plus z by 2 is equals to 90 minus x by 2, isn't it? So therefore angle BOC is equals to 90 minus x by 2, and which is furtherly can be written as 90 minus half of, this is angle A. Okay. So in case of internal angular bisectors, first one, then angle BOC is equals to 90 degrees plus half of angle A. Whereas if it is external angular bisectors, then angle BOC is equals to 90 degrees minus half of angle A. Look at this question. Beautiful question. Read the statement first of all and try to understand what is asking. So children, if you read the question properly and if you understand the things what is given and what is asking and what to do, if you think in this manner, then you can solve most of the problems very easily. So for example, here in the figure, see triangle ABC, there are two triangles now here. One is this one, triangle ABC, and other one is triangle BAD, are two triangles on the same base. Both the triangles are on the same base AB. Also given that BC is equals to AD. BC which is equals to AD. And angle ABC which is equals to angle BAD. So angle ABC, this angle ABC totally, and angle BAD, and this angle equal already. Then we need to prove that AC is equals to BD. Just look at what is AC and what is BD. See, AC in this triangle, this is the side, one of the side, and BD in the other triangle, this is the one more side, BD. And what about the second one? Angle ACB is equals to angle BDA. We have to prove angle ACB, this angle should be equals to BDA, this angle. See, if you look at these first two things, what we need to prove, they are clearly, see, AC and BD corresponding sides, angle ACB and angle BAD corresponding angles. So when can we say that corresponding sides are equal as well as corresponding lines are equal? Very simple. If those two triangles are congruent to each other. So the target is now we have to prove these two triangles are congruent or not. If they are congruent, then the problem is very simple. Because of they are congruent triangles, then their corresponding parts are equal. Okay, so please draw both the triangles separately. Coming to solution, first one is BAD triangle. Let it be the triangle. What it is? BAD. D. Or one more triangle. What is this triangle is? A, B, C. In this given AD is equals to BC already provided. Fine. And look at me. So from triangle ABC and triangle BAD, what we can write? BC is equals to AD, which is already given. Okay. Next, what about angle ABC? Is it no? Given no? Angle ABC, which is given as angle BAD. Fine. And here AB is equals to AB. AB is the common side. This is common side. And this is also condition that given. See, two sides and the including angle are equal, and simply I can say that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle BAD because of side angle side congruency. SAS. Very simple now. If these two triangles are congruent to each other, then their corresponding sides as well as corresponding parts, angles. See, what is that? AC is equals to BD. I can say that AC is equals to BD. And not only that, even angle ACB, this angle. Second one also we can prove it here itself. Angle BDA. Why? Because CPCT, corresponding parts of congruent triangles. Finished. Now the concept is about third one, CO and DO. So for that, see, I want to consider this triangle and this triangle, these two, because related with O, no? So also from triangle, which one? Triangle AOD and BOC. Triangle AOD and triangle BOC. Let us check whether are they congruent or not. See, just now we proved no, this angle is equals to this angle. ADO. Angle ADO, which is equals to angle BCO. From the above proof only, because of from the above proof, just now we proved. Okay, fine. Next, in this AD is equals to BC, which is already given. I can use it again here. And one more angle or one more side we required. What can you say about this angle and this angle? These are vertically opposite angles, no? So angle AOD is equals to angle BOC because of vertically opposite angles. So once again, AAS, no? Two angles and one side. So therefore, I can say that triangle AOD is congruent to triangle BOC because of AAS congruency. Then very simple, I can say that their corresponding parts, that is OD is equals to OC. This is what OC can be written as CO and OD can be written as DO. And why these are equal? Because of corresponding parts of corresponding parts of congruent triangles. Coming to the next question. In the given figure, see BD is the bisector of angle ABC. BD is the bisector of angle ABC. Okay. From a point P on BD, let P be a point on BD, and from this point P, draw the perpendiculars PE and PF. Okay, perpendiculars are drawn to AB and BC. AB and BC. Then we have to prove that, see, triangle PEB is congruent to triangle PFB, and PE is equals to PF. See, very simple. PE and PF are the corresponding parts of two congruent triangles. Anyhow, first of all, we have to prove it to those two triangles as a congruent. Let us see. From triangle PEB and triangle PFB. PEB and PFB. See, what is angle PEB? Angle PEB, right angle. Even angle PFB, isn't it? Both are equal since 90 degrees, right angles. Okay, ma. What about PB? PB is equals to PB, because which is common side in these two triangles. Common side. Okay. Now let us think about one more angle or one more side. Clearly given that this BD is a bisector, no? So this angle is equals to this angle. I mean PBE. Angle PBE, which is equals to angle PBF, because since BD is the bisector, BD is the bisector. So therefore, see, two sides, not two sides, two angles and one side, no? So therefore, using AAS congruency axiom, we can say that triangle PEB is congruent to triangle PFB, and therefore I can say that PE is equals to PF because of CPCT. Hence proved. So look at this theorem, no? In an isosceles triangle, the angles opposite to equal sides are equal. See, for example, let it be an isosceles triangle ABC, and provided that AB is equals to AC, isosceles triangle, isn't it, ma? So coming to proof, First write that given in triangle ABC, AB is equals to AC. And what we need to prove? RTP required to prove. Required to prove is angles opposite to this equal angle. For this side, opposite angle is angle C, and for this side, opposite angle is angle B. So we need to prove that angle B is equals to angle C. For this, construction. What to do? Draw AD, angular bisector. Draw AD bar which bisects angle BAC. Suppose if it is x degrees, then this is also x degrees because of bisector, no? Okay. Now entire big triangle is divided into now two triangles. So coming to proof, let us see these two are congruent or not. So for that, from triangle ABD and triangle ADC, from triangle ABD and triangle ACD. See what is given? Given that AB is equals to AC, given already equal sides. Now just now we did some construction, no? From that I can say that angle BAD, which is x degrees, which is equals to DAC, angle DAC. By construction we can say. Right, this is not sufficient. Still one more angle or one more side. I think AD is common side, no? Here AD is a common side, and side and angle. So I can say that therefore triangle ABD is congruent to triangle ADC because of SAS congruency axiom. Congruency axiom. So when these two triangles are similar, then what can you say about their corresponding angles? Not similar, congruent. Congruent in the sense already similar also, isn't it? So hence I can say that that implies angle B is equals to angle C, which are corresponding parts of congruent triangles. So in an isosceles triangles, the angles opposite to the equal sides are also equal. Even converse of this is also true. Converse. What is the converse of this theorem? Converse. In an isosceles triangle, the sides opposite to equal angles are also equal. Earlier given sides are equal, then we proved angles are equal. Now reverse. Even angles are equal, then the sides opposite to these angles are also equal. And this is you can write in the same way by using congruencies. Next, coming to triangular inequalities. So theorem number 1. A well-known statement to you all, that is, the sum of any two sides of a triangle is greater than its third side. So let it be a triangle ABC, isn't it? So what we need to prove? Sum of any two sides of a triangle is greater than third side. So directly RTP, in triangle ABC we have to prove that AB plus BC is greater than AC, or BC plus CA is greater than AB, or AC plus AB will be greater than BC. Okay. So for this construction, so let me want to draw once again this triangle. So suppose this is the triangle ABC. So here the construction is produce BA. So what to do? Produce BA up to D, such that AD is equals to AC. In this way, produce this is to some extent D in such a way that AD is equals to AC, and also please join CD and join CD. Okay. Now listen carefully. So coming to proof, see what I can say, AC is equals to AD. No, first of all, I can take it here, AC is equals to AD. Just now we constructed in such a manner. AC is equals to AD. This is by construction. Okay. Also what I can say, angle ACB is equals to, observe clearly, angle ACB is equals to angle ADC. Say this is 1. ACB, this is equals to ADC. Because just now we proved when ACD, this is not B, ACD, this angle. Because of this side is equals to this side, and just now we proved that the angles opposite to equal sides are also equal. So mention that angles opposite to equal sides, so they are also equal. And you see children, here can I say that angle BCD is greater than angle ACD. BCD whole angle will be more than this part. So that's what I can say here. Consider as a number 2, and what I can say that whole is greater than its part, isn't it? So now from 1 and 2, what I can say, angle BCD is greater than angle ADC, isn't it? Because in the place of ACD I can write it ADC because both are equal. Hence BCD is greater than angle ADC. So that means I can say that BD is greater than BC. BD is greater than BC. Why? Because greater angle has greater side, isn't it? Greater angle has greater side opposite to it. Because of this is greater side, then its opposite angle will be the greatest. Fine. Now look at BAD. BAD is a straight line, right? So what I can say, BA plus AD is greater than BC. I mean BD. BD means I can write BA plus AD, no? Yes. But AD is equals to AC also. Hence I can say that here BA plus, in the place of AD, I can write it AC, which is greater than BC. Thus what we got it? BA is nothing but I can write that AB plus AC is greater than BC. So similarly we can also prove the rest of the two conditions. I mean AB plus BC is greater than AC. Even BC plus CA is greater than AB. That is, sum of the any two sides of a triangle is greater than its third side. Okay. Thank you. Have a nice day.